Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to have a wonderful little half-hour chair yoga class today. So I want you to be comfortable in your chair. Trying to find a nice sturdy chair. I just have a nice wooden chair here with a nice comfortable back. Now always remember that everything we do, take it easy, respect your limitations. If you find something we're going to do is not going to feel good for you or going to cause you any pain or aggravate a condition you might have, just think about it. Try it, pull back if you have to, skip it if you need to, all right? But depending or deciding on what you're going to do or not going to do, just keep breathing, keep that breath going. The breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath, all right? Now comfortable in your chair, sit back, relax. We always start the class with a couple of minutes of breathing of pranayama, all right? Prana is breath, pranayama is breath control. All right, so today for our mudra, we're going to sit in Gaya Mudra. Index finger represents knowledge and ability. Thumb represents your ego. Together, tip to tip, palm up. Imparts calm and receptivity. So sit back, relax, and let's take a breath together, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. And continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Just slow it down, relax those shoulders, just breathe. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. Inhale completely. Always suspend your breath. Just hold it for a few seconds and then exhale. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now at this point, I'd like you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So just being aware of your posture. Relax the shoulders. And let's rub our hands vigorously to activate that hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. Just relax, just breathe. Really try to focus on the sensations of the breath. Let's take another one together. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers. Keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Take a nice, long, smooth breath. And on the exhale, I'd like you to come up, reach up nice and high. Now, if this is going to be challenging for you, or if this bothers your shoulders to come up this high, then you can keep your arms down a little bit lower if you'd like. Don't worry about it. Breathe. Sitting nice and tall in those sit bones. Let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers for one more breath. On the inhale, I'd like you to inhale, lean to the right. Now, if this bothers your arms, you can do this with your hands on your hips if you'd like. All right, so this is our seated half moon salute. Starting to stretch and lengthen the left side of the body. Keep your back straight, keep that breath going. One more. On the exhale, come up slowly. Let's go to the left. Take a breath. Exhale. Just go as far as you can. You don't have to overdo it. Don't be aggressive in your stretches. Even if you barely move, it doesn't matter, but keep the breath going. On the exhale, come up. Inhale as you release the hands and lean into a gentle back bend, or you can reach up. Again, you can do this with your hands on your hips. You can do a bit of a back bend as well, keeping your arms nice and low if that feels better for you. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your arms down very slowly, very gentle with the shoulders, hands right onto the lap. Preparing for forward fold, take your breath. On the exhale, I want you to slide your hands along the outside of your calves. Just bow your head, round your back just a little bit. You don't have to go very far. And just relax and breathe. So this is a forward fold. So this is to lengthen your spine, starting to release the muscles up and down your back, the shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly come up, very slowly so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Perfect. And hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Roll them out forward and backwards. As much movement as you'd like. If you want to have a big movement, go as far as you'd like. Or a little bit of movement is just fine. Just rolling out the shoulders every so often is very important. And also it releases the tension in the shoulders, of course, in the neck and the upper back and the chest, but also encourages the circulation into the upper body, all right? So let's do a nice little neck stretch from here, sitting nice and tall. So make sure that you're comfortable in your chair and that your knees and your ankles are nice and lined up so your knees are nice and safe. Let's come back up to the neck. 2 fingers, right hand, the right side of your cheek or your jaw. Take your breath, and on the exhale, gently push your face to the left. Keep that breath going. Every breath you take, the whole time we're together, is long and it's smooth and it's complete. So there's no rush, there's no hurry. And I will cue you on the breathing. So when I say on the next exhale or your next exhale is when I want you to move, because we always move on the exhale. On the next exhale, bring your face to neutral position. Let's go to the other side. 2 fingers of the left hand, I should say, onto the left side of your jaw. Take your breath. And on the exhale, very gently. Now you don't have to torque your neck. You don't have to go too far. This is just a very gentle stretch onto the left side of the neck. This goes into the shoulder as well. Now the neck muscles are really small. They're called scalene muscles. So it doesn't take a lot for them to be tight. And that means that the blood vessels and the nerves are also. So let's decompress and let's release. On the exhale, bring your face to neutral position. Hands on the lap. Roll the shoulders out again. Roll them out. Perfect. Let's do a nice shoulder shrug now. So keep your hands on your lap. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall, always being aware of your posture. Big breath. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up. And I want you to hug your ears as tight as you can. Just hug your ears. Breathe. This is a nice, easy, quick way to release tension into the upper body, into the shoulders especially. One more breath. On the exhale, come down nice and slow. Just let it go. You can feel the relaxation starting to settle in. All right. And now again, if you'd like. Now, if you can at this point, see if you can get a little bit more movement. Just really roll them out forward and back. Perfect. All right. Let's do a nice little shoulder stretch from here. So I want you to reach out with the right arm, bend it slightly at the elbow. Left hand on the right elbow. Now from here, I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this. This is a gentle stretch for the shoulder and also going into the upper back. So what we're going to do is you're just going to gently pull on the elbow to the left. Now, if you find that it's easier, better for you here, here, or here, it doesn't matter. Find a place that feels just right for you. All right, so let's go together. Big breath. Exhale. If you want, you can take your right hand, put it on the left shoulder. Give yourself a little hug if you'd like. And go as far. Just let it go. Relax. Relax those shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Moving your body slowly, carefully, and very gently. It's, like I said, it's not a race. Let's do this side here. Reach out with the left arm, right hand on the left elbow. Adjust this arm to what feels good for that shoulder. And on the exhale. So everything we do, you can adjust while you get into the position or the stretch. You can make little adjustments as you go along. If it's a little too intense, then just back up a little. Or if you need to go a little further, absolutely, you can go as far as you'd like. But always move on the exhale. Keep that breath going for one more. And exhale, come back. All right, that feels wonderful. Hands on the lap and roll them out again. Let it go. Perfect. All right, let's work some hands, wrists. All right, so reaching out, arms are nice and low. So let's focus on the forearm, the wrist, the hand, and the fingers, not so much the shoulder. So again, make sure you're sitting nice and tall in your chair. Reach out, all right? So what I want you to do is just bend at the wrist and slightly turn your hands out to the baby finger. So this is a nice stretch for the extensor muscles along the top of the forearm, the wrist, the hands, and the fingers. Breathe. Close your eyes if that helps you relax. If you find you need to have your eyes open, find yourself a little drishti, a focal point, that'll help you concentrate and focus. On the next exhale, straighten the hands, palms to ceiling. Right hand, the tip of the left fingers, and gently pull back. Very gentle. And this is going to give you a nice little stretch, decompressing, releasing the hand, flexor muscles here, the wrist, and the fingers. So releasing the tension in the body, decompressing, uncoiling those tight muscles is what we want to do. Releasing the nerves and the tight blood vessels as well. On the next exhale, release. Let's go to this side here. Left hand, tip of the right fingers, and pull back. So be very aware of how your body feels. If you find you do something and it's not quite there and it's a little uncomfortable and maybe it's going to cause you pain, like I said earlier, back up a little bit, come right out of it if you have to. Don't worry about it. On the exhale, release, and hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out a little bit. All right, perfect. All right, so let's work the fingers. So I want you to bring your hands up. Today what we're going to do is we're just going to pull each finger back very gently. You don't have to crack your knuckles. If they end up cracking, no, not a big deal, but don't pull them too back that you're actually going to crack them, okay? All right, so let's start. Follow the rhythm of the breath, pull down on the thumb, and go to each finger. A nice gentle stretch. You can feel the lengthening of the muscles in the palm of the hand. And just gentle. Very important that we focus on the fingers as well as the toes. A lot of people have issues with their hands and their fingers. So this way, we're going to stretch, release the fingers, lubricate the little joints, increase the circulation perhaps, and especially if you have arthritis and things like that, it's very important that we keep these fingers going. Take it easy, don't force it. Now when you get to your last little finger of the second hand, then very gently, I want you just to stretch your hands out. Just visualize that you've got little strings pulling the fingers up to the ceiling. So you're lengthening the fingers and the palm of the hand. And on the exhale, I want you just to relax your fingers and get into a very loose fist. Just kind of fold them up. You can wrap your thumb around. Loose fist. And then from here, if you can, get into a tighter fist. Go as tight as you can that's comfortable for you. Squeeze it. And then from here, slowly uncoil them. Just let them go very slowly. And I want you to shake them out. Shake those hands out. Just shake them out. Perfect. And if you want, you can wiggle your fingers gently. Play piano. And let's round those wrists very gently. Here you can go a little faster if you'd like, but keep your breath nice and slow. All right, so from here, we're going to take a little rest. We're going to go into our mountain tattasana. So this is a place, now I want you to sit nice and tall. Just let your arms hang down, just let gravity pull them down. Sitting tall, the shoulders are relaxed, the breath is flowing. Let's stay here for 3 nice long breaths. So this is our neutral resting place. So anytime during the class, if you find you just want to stop or you have to just kind of chill out and you just don't want to do whatever we're doing, that's fine. Just come here, just hang out, but focus on the sensations of the breath. I really want you to feel your chest rise as you inhale. You always hold your breath for a few seconds. Then I want you to feel your chest sink or lower as you exhale. So every breath we take is the breath that you have right now. Slow and controlled, but complete. Let's do one more. Perfect. And that was our mountain pose. All right. Hands on the lap, roll them out again. Perfect. Okay. Let's work our way down to our ankles and our feet. So I want you just to make sure that you're nice and comfortable in your chair always. Okay. Sitting nice and tall. And I want you to bring your feet slightly off the floor. All right. So all we're going to do here is some ankle circles in and ankle circles out. So if you want, you can open up your legs just a little bit. All right, so let me show you quickly. We're just going to round in and round out. Now, When you're inhaling, you're going to inhale around and you're going to pause and then go again. So this way you have control. You're letting the breath guide you and you're stepping away from momentum, all right? So just do your best. We're going to do 3 in and 3 out. Now you can have your hands on your lap. If you want to hold on to the chair, you can do that as well. All right, let's go. Inhale. You can choose the direction you want to start with. It doesn't matter. Now try not to move the rest of the leg, focusing on articulating the lovely ankle. This is also going to engage your lower leg muscles as well. You can feel your calves engaging. And when you finish the 3, go to the other direction. Really working on releasing the ankle and the foot, muscles in the foot and the toes. And when you finish your last little circle, excuse me, slowly let your feet land. Just let them land, let your knees fall open and just rest. Keep your hands on your lap if they're there. If you want, you can go into mountain if you'd like. Let's take 2 breaths here. Just rest, relax your legs, your ankles, your feet. Feeling calm, starting to feel the relaxation starting to settle in. Paying attention to how you feel right now. Bring yourself right here, right now in the moment where nothing matters but what's going on right now. How your body feels, the position you're in, how your body moves, and of course that beautiful breath. All right, let's straighten those legs a little bit, all right? Now I'd like you to get your feet off the floor a little bit. Now I just want you to wiggle your toes, that's it. Play piano with your toes, and if you want, you can round your ankles out a little bit more if you'd like. Go a little faster if you'd like. But let's just really work those toes. Really try to move them around. All right. Loosening things up. And exhale, down. Walk your feet back so they're lined up underneath the knee. Okay, so let's work some spine a little bit. Let's do a twist pose and a lovely cat and cow. So this is all for the spine. So I'm going to give you 2 different ways to do the twist pose now. I'm going to just turn my chair a little bit here. You don't have to turn yours over, but just so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So now I'm going to give you 2 different versions. Left hand on the right knee, right hand onto the little handle. We're just going to gently look over the right shoulder. This is a gentle twist pose. Like I said, really working, focusing on the spine. If you want to try something a little different, what you can do is take the right foot, cross it over the left ankle. You can move your legs up a little bit if you'd like. So just crossing up the ankle is a very gentle stretch from the ankle all the way up the side of the leg, even into the hips. Very gentle, all right? So if you want to try it that way, you can, or if you want to keep your legs straight. Ultimately, left hand still goes on the right knee, right hand onto the little handle here. So I'm going to cross my ankles for this one here. Now with a straight spine, looking straight ahead, take your breath. And on the exhale, I want you to gently look over the right shoulder. Shoulders are relaxed, your back is straight. Breathe. Now this one here, be very careful and gentle with your spine. If you have issues with your back or your spine, don't torque your back or force anything. Even if you just go a little bit, you're going to know what feels best for you. Now when you get into the position, if you want to go a little deeper, just press on the knee a little bit to the left, you'll go a little bit further. If you need to back up, absolutely back up. But pay attention to how your breath is, because the breath is there to guide you. If you find you get into a position or a stretch and your breath starts to wander, you kind of lose track of your breath, or maybe your breath is labored, then you really have to do a little checklist. Go through your body, just make little adjustments. Come back to the breath, because when the breath is there, you know you're in the right position. All right. One more. And on the next exhale, come back to center. All right, moving your body slowly. All right, let's untangle those legs. I'm going to straighten my chair a little bit here. All right, now, if the next, for the left, right hand on the left knee, left hand on the little handle, just on the side of the chair. If you want to cross your ankles, your left one would go over the right one this time, or keep your legs straight. All right, I'm going to keep my legs straight for this one here. So right hand on the left knee, left hand onto the side of the chair here. Take your big breath, and on the exhale, look over. Now your back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. So this is a gentle spinal twist. This is to keep our spine nice and flexible and balanced and supple, releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your spine. Maybe one side of your body, you can go a little further. You know, there's always one side of our body that's a little stronger, a little more balanced, a little easier to work with. Maybe this one you can go a little deeper. Maybe this one is the side that's just not that quite there. That's fine. All right, listen to your body. Don't worry about it. Breathe. Smile. On the next exhale, come back to center. All right, hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's do a cat and cow. Let's work that spine a little bit more. I'm going to turn my chair a little bit to the side, just so you can see what I'm doing. Sitting nice and tall, be nice and comfortable in your chair. Hands holding onto the side of the chair. This one here, I'm going to inhale. I'm going to look up to the ceiling, and I'm going to bring the chest out a bit so you get a little bit of a C-scoop spine. And on the exhale, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to arch the back, chin to chest, and round the shoulders. All right, let's do 3 of those. Following the breath. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And on the exhale, into your little cat. Round the back. Follow the breath. Let's go. Inhale up. Coming up into your little cow. This is stretching your chest. This is getting a nice stretch into your abdominals. And when you get into your little cat, exhale. Lengthening the spine, releasing upper back. This is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. Again, follow the breath. Inhaling up. And exhale. And when you finish your last little cat, slowly and gently bring yourself up and roll the shoulders out. If you need to, release your hands. Perfect. All right. So from here, we're going to do a nice little move called the open V. So I'd like you to scooch up in your chair, and I'd like you to open up your legs as wide as you can. Now, when you're at the edge of the chair, make sure your sit bones are nice and comfortable. You can kind of wiggle around, make sure that you're comfortable, like you're not going to slide off the chair, that you're nice and anchored. Now the legs, get them as wide as you can. Your feet can be on a bit of an angle. If you find it's more comfortable to straighten your feet, you can make those little adjustments. Now ankle and knee are nice and lined up so that your knees are nice and safe. And if you just lean forward a little bit, your feet are nice and anchored, so you're not going to go anywhere, because when you're comfortable, you're confident. All right, so I don't want you to worry about sliding off the chair. All right, sitting nice and tall. All right, so we're going to do one called an open V. So if you can, I'd like you just to, you might have to adjust yourself a little bit on the chair. Open up your legs as wide. If you can, straighten them up onto the heels. Okay, if you find this is a little too intense, back up, bend your knees a little bit, make sure your feet are nice and anchored, but try to kind of stretch out a little bit if you can. All right, I'm going to straighten my legs and go on my heels. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the arms up. This is a little demo right here, sitting nice and tall. We're going to end up twisting a little bit. We're going to twist a little bit. We're going to come up and down. All right, so let's stay in this position a little while. All right, so set yourself up, sitting nice and tall, arms to the side. Let's go. Inhale up. Now you can make the adjustment. If this is hard on your shoulders, you can move your arms down a little lower if you'd like. But while you're up here, I want you just to stretch, reach out, breathe. Chest is wide open, rib cage is open, lots of room to breathe. Stretch it out, reach. One more breath. On the next exhale, I want you just to turn slightly to the right. Don't go far. Just look to the right. Keep those arms up if you can. If you need to adjust your arms, move them down. If you find your arms are getting really tired, put your hands on your hips if you'd like. One more breath. Exhale to center. Let's go to the left. Take your breath. Exhale. Try to relax the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, center. All right, bring the arms down slow and gentle. Now I want you to back your feet up, back your legs up. If your legs were out, bring them back. All right, line the ankle and the feet together. All right, stay in this position here. We're going to do a nice little squat. Sitting in this position, just having your legs open is a gentle hip opener. Releasing, lengthening, stretching the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, groin area, also releasing the tight buttocks as well. I'm really focusing on those lovely hips, all right? Pardon me, if you have to adjust your feet a little bit, you can do that. Try to keep them up a little bit. Let's do a nice little sumo squat. Let me show you. The sumo squat, the arms are going to be shoulder height. We're going to lean forward. You can bring your arms down a little bit if your shoulders are tired. Now, when you lean forward, you're going to press down on the feet. So make sure you're nice and anchored. Keep your back straight, head level with your spine. So don't roll and hunch over. Keep your back straight. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch you're going to feel right in here. All right? Arms up, shoulder height. Take your breath. Exhale. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Press down on the feet if you need to. One more. Exhale. Push. Push yourself up. Use those nice strong legs. Get a little fire into the thighs. Arms to the side. Arms onto your lap. Roll the shoulders out. From here, let's get into a child's pose. Let's take a nice little rest. So I'd like you to you can scooch back a little bit if you'd like. All right? So when you're walking your feet back, make sure they're anchored or they're lined up underneath the knees. Your knees are always nice and safe. Now the child's pose is a resting neutral place, but it's also a full body stretch. I'm going to give you two little options for this one here. Depending on how you feel, if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or maybe a head cold or anything like that, you might not want to come down here. This is the full child's pose. If that's not going to work for you, just put your arms on your legs and just kind of relax and just kind of hang out and look at the floor if you'd like. Okay, so that would be your plan B, whatever feels good. All right, so preparing for child's pose, take a breath on the exhale. Now, if you're in the full child's pose like this, just like gravity, pull the arms up, just hang out. This is a wonderful stretch, lengthening your spine a little bit more, really releasing the shoulders, all the muscles in your back. And just, now's the time to thank yourself for being here today. For taking a little bit of time out of your busy life and your busy day, however busy it is at this point, and just to be here, just to rest, to re-energize, maybe decompress, maybe part of your self-care, your self-soothing. You're just taking a little time out just to maybe work out the kinks. You know, it doesn't matter. Because it's all about you. That's why you're here. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly bring yourself up. Very careful so you don't get dizzy. And finally, let's get those legs together. Let's finally get those legs back together. Now, sit back in your chair. Now let's prepare for Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Now I want you to lean back. Now you can really relax. Need a little bit more. Sit right back. You know, you can reposition your legs if you want your knees to fall open. Let your arms hang down if you want, or leave them on your lap. You can bow your head. It doesn't matter. I want you to find a place in your chair where you can just melt into your chair, feeling so relaxed and so calm right now. You know, finding a little place of serenity in your chair. Close your eyes, just breathe. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Bring life back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you like. Now I'd like you to bring yourself back to a straight seated position. All right. Hands on the lap if you'd like. Let's bring our hands together. Sit nice and tall, being aware of your posture. And let's rub our hands vigorously. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto the heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Satnam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. And we're all done. This is our short little quickie 30-minute class. So I hope I didn't rush through it too fast for you. You can always repeat this class and take some more time if you like. You can stay in the stretches a little bit longer if you'd like to. These are things you can do anytime, anywhere, any kind of chair, doesn't matter. Most of us are doing a little more sitting anyway, so do a few stretches, wiggle things around, roll shoulders out. All right, thank you again for joining me, and my name is Susan, and stay tuned. We're going to be doing a nice little Pilates class with the resistance bands, and also a nice hour yoga class. All right, so have a wonderful day, and try to get outside and get some fresh air and some sunshine. Thanks, bye-bye.